May not recognize me at first, but I assure you, that's still me. I'll always come back.
What is going on, everybody, and happy fucking Monday. Motivational Monday, Unboxed Thoughts Monday. It's great to see everybody here. I just want to start out, guys, if you are here and you are watching, please drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know you guys are here, that I can give you guys a fucking shout out. Thank you guys for coming in, and thank you for giving me all your time. Welcome back, guys. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope everybody had a great week. As I always like to start off my show, I think it's very important, as I always say. I want to say that I appreciate everybody for coming in. I know we took last week off, guys. Last week was a hell ride. All right, last week was a real hell ride for me. Personally, internally. So I want to thank everybody for bearing with me through all this. I want to thank everybody who has reached out to me, just making sure that everything is fine. Keeping me on an even keel with everything. Yeah, thank you guys. I do see we got a couple of new viewers here. We got Taylor Harris, who is here in the chat. VK, thank you so much for joining in. I deeply appreciate it. Richard, thanks, man. Glenn, appreciate everybody. So, guys, what I want to talk about today is I want to backtrack a little bit, okay? I do know today we got a lot of new viewers coming in here, guys. And I think it's very important for everybody to, understand exactly where I'm coming from a little bit. Get to know me and understand me a little bit more. Always keep the chat going, guys. Please, always keep the chat going. I want to know everybody's insides, your opinions, your thoughts. It is an open conversation here on Unboxed Thoughts. Okay, there is no judgment. Everybody is allowed to have different opinions on any matter. I've taught this before, that I think it's really important that when we are having differences, and no matter what is going on in your lives, in the world, etc., I think it's really important that we reach deep down in ourselves and not judge somebody just by one event. All right. Or don't say that you don't care for somebody just because of one particular event. Okay. We're all human. We all make mistakes. Okay. And I think it's very important that nobody judge one another by those mistakes, or because of your political reasons, or because of different thoughts on, whatever the case may be. Okay. Whatever the case may be. Okay. Um, you know, I'll start off with, I've told you guys, for those of you who are new, I'm Nick Snicks. I'm the host of this show, Unboxed Thoughts. I started this show. Um, it was supposed to be a gag gift, if you will. It was supposed to be a laugh show. When I came up with the name Unboxed Thoughts, it was basically supposed to be about like these random thoughts that nobody really talks about, like in like a comedic type way, believe it or not. And then I aired the first show, and then I just laid it all out on the line. And basically what it is, it's my life, my story, my experience in mental health and overcoming addiction. um I also like to air the show and get you guys' point of views and stuff like that, as into if there's somebody that is dealing with mental health or overcoming addiction or in the addiction stage, and you tried everything you possibly could to try and help them, and they're not going through with it. Whether if you don't know how to take the first steps into helping a friend, a loved one, um, I like to be able to help anybody and anybody with that as well. Okay. So I struggle with bipolar disorder, um, high blood pressure, anxiety, high stress. Okay, and I don't take no meds for it. It's just my way of dealing with it. I don't condone anybody to ever do that. Um, but there is a certain routine, a schedule that I've been able to put into myself, and work very hard on that, um, to get to the stage in life that I am today. I am going on my 7th year of sobriety, just because I am sober, and I like everybody to know this. Um, you, I think it's very important that such as everything else. I think it's very important for you to admit, um, to what you are. And I always say that I will always be an addict. I'm just an addict in recovery, right? We got to choose our words very carefully. And you know um you know i I want to touch on the subject today of um communication. Okay. I think no matter what it is, whether if you're overcoming addiction, your mental health, a friend or family relative, how many of you guys have gotten into arguments, and whether the argument is still ongoing, and it all could have been avoided by communication, right? And I just want people to know that even in my state of position, okay, I still make mistakes. I will always own up to my mistakes. um, I will always admit to them. All right. And it seems like a lot of people forget that if you did something wrong, it ain't gonna do you no good blaming anybody else. Okay. Just remember that when you point the finger, you've got three more pointing back at you. All right. And I think that's really a lack in the world today. Whereas last week, guys, last week was a really fucking up and down week for me. For those of you who know, I did get word that I am getting my kids this summer. So for those of you who know, there was an incident last August at the end of the summer with me and my kid's mother. And let's just say that I found out that things weren't up to par down there, and I did what any parent would do. I tried to protect my kids, right, from what's going on down there. Needless to say, due to the state of Massachusetts, you know, the cops had done said everything like, "Hey, listen," what I mean, like they got to go with their mother. You know, so um, that was a very like heartbreaking moment for me. I've been only able to have conversations with my kids since then, through like FaceTime, and stuff like that. They'll come into my TikTok chats every now and then. Okay. But yeah, I just want to say that I had a conversation with her last Sunday morning, last Sunday afternoon, and I got everything set and squared away, and now I can honestly say that, you know, that definitely say I should say that I will be having my kids this summer, and I'm really looking forward to that. Having said that, uh, there was also another incident with a very close friend of mine. Okay. And guys, I don't care how many times somebody says, "Oh, well, you're a mental health advocate. You say this, that, and the other thing, but yet you go and pull the stunt that I just had to pull on Sunday night." Sometimes you just gotta suck it up, fucking own up to it, and admit you made a mistake. You know, I had called out a really close friend of mine during a live. Okay. Some of you know of the situation, some of you who don't. Okay. And, and this is where the communication part comes in. Me and this particular person, we run two separate groups. Okay. I'm very much involved in hers, was, and she runs hers one way, and she's very much involved in mine, and I run mine another way. Well, if it's the lack of communication from conflicting schedules or whatever the case is, okay? Um, you know, there were a certain there was a certain event that took place that should never had happened. Okay. And not to say, anything wrong, but it's like once I was uh once I was stuck in that predicament. You guys ever see those fucking videos where it's like it was right here where he knew he done fucked up. I felt like I was in that fucking situation. All right. And um, there was a lot of people affected by, you know, my actions and stuff like that. And those people my heart go out to the most, okay? Because there's a lot of conflicting stories that are going out now, or people are separating from one another and feeling like they've got to have an opinion, or to pick a side, or whatever the case is. And I'm the type of person whereas to I wouldn't want nobody to pick a side. Nobody. Okay, no matter who it is, because those are people who shouldn't have been stuck in in this situation in the first place. Okay. And I have spent all week uh you know shooting out messages, trying to hop into people's lives, and you know not how they say, you don't need to explain yourself. Well, you got to take that pot in increments, because in a particular situation, okay, the people that you love and you care for, they do deserve an explanation. I feel like as a man and somebody who, wants to help anybody and everybody get through, mental health and, their addictions, this is me. Okay. I feel like I owe you guys more than, what you guys would think. Okay. Um, so, uh, to, to Marcy, I just want to let you know that I love you very much. There is not one thing that I wouldn't do for you. I'm very sorry for my actions. I'm sorry for what I had said. I wish that there was a way where we would have communicated uh, better. Um, there is no hate towards you. I just want you to know that. I know not only just on TikTok, but also here on the network. I mean, either way, we're still in some way, shape, or form colleagues. And, I just want to let you know that, how important you truly are. Um, you know, you've helped me a great deal, more than you would ever know. Okay. My actions of calling you out the way you did, I mean, calling you out the way that I did, there was really no reason for it. And I just want to let you know I'm deeply sorry. You are a very well needed person in this. I know I need. I'm lying if I said that I didn't. There are a bunch of people here who are watching right now who were exposed to this particular situation in some way, shape, or form. Um, and you guys to be fucking trooping it like you guys are this last week. I tip my hat to each and every one of you. Each and every one of you. Okay. And, you know, for a situation like this, like it took me some time. It took me some time because listen to me, okay? There are people who suffer from, BPD, post traumatic stress syndrome, and when shit like this hits the fan, they have flashbacks. They'll start to feel these feelings and emotions all over again. And it didn't have nothing to do with necessarily the situation going on that you're in the middle of right now, but it has to do with a trigger, if you will. It triggers these emotions within people. Okay. And they don't they don't need that. And you know at at the same time, okay, on the flip side of that coin, I hope this was a lesson to all of you that, yeah, man, my actions, there was no need for it. But hold on, man, let me get rid of this private chat. I'm sorry. On the flip side of that, I want each and every one of you to know that I would go to fucking war for each one of you guys. from that day, it probably didn't seem it. I want you guys to know that it wasn't just anger. I want you guys to know that it was love. It was caring. And I could see how a lot of people can only look at it one way. And this is why, as a content creator, as an influencer, as a podcast host, okay, this is what's important to me for having a TikTok and then having not, this is not only for subscribers only. When you go into the link in my bio, it brings anybody and everybody up in here because I want people to fucking know you're not alone. You've got a hand to fucking reach out to. This is a non-judgment free zone. You're allowed to have your different opinions. And now we all fucking stick together. Each and every day. A lot of you guys know, okay? Like, there's so many different episodes, so many different fucking fields that we cover here on this show, okay? And I always like to remind everybody that my mother watches every fucking episode that I air on this network, okay? So I want you guys to know that no matter what I'm talking about, if I'm reliving life events, if I'm telling you about certain life events or whatever the case is, all right? My mother watches every freaking episode. When you guys all show up and I see this chat going, no matter if it's hi, I'm here, a good evening, an emoji, you guys all give me the comfortability to talk about everything that I've talked about. And you know, every topic on this show is very important. You know, I talk to you guys all the time about, you know, the egos. Okay? You know, this show is about leaving your ego at the door. The show is about you're no better than nobody and nobody else is better than you. We all stay balanced. And then when one of us are falling, we pick each other back up. All right? There ain't nobody in front of anybody. There's nobody behind anybody. We all walk fucking parallel to the same fucking beat. And that's what I want you all to know. That's what I want you guys to, you know, it's what we're all about. It's what I'm all about. And, you know, just own up to your shit. That's today's lesson. It would have been last week, but I was fucked up, man. I was like, after everything, like, because when you do something like that to somebody, you know what I mean? And this is why I always, communication is key because it's like, you know, and there's even a particular person involved that it had nothing to even do with. You know, when I had, you know, this when I had Mossy coming into my chat to like fucking leave to go into somebody else's, you know what I mean? Like I didn't even want that person, you know, to think like I was mad at them. You know what I mean? Like it was just a really fucked up and unfortunate event. You know, she's in there trying to get people to, support another creator, and that's what we're all about. We're all about supporting each other. And it was just fucking crazy how it happened because it's like I knew this dude he's a good fucking dude. Awesome DJ. This dude is fucking phenomenal. And I can think like how he's thinking where it's so like, oh, you know what I mean? Like how I'm trying to hold people back that are in mine to go to his, and it sounded like so fucking wrong. Because of my actions, a lot of people got the wrong impression. A lack of fucking communication, right? And even this person, I do not want to think like, no, especially when, it was a big night for him that night. It was a big fucking night for this person that night. He was trying to do something in his friend's memory. And, you know, I didn't go live a lot the week beforehand. You know what I mean? So it just happened to be like that one day where say, here I am, I'm going live. You know what I mean? I'm so excited to see everybody. It's a Sunday, you know what I mean? I like to do boxes on TikTok, hang out with everybody, get a vibe, before we come into Unboxed Thoughts Monday. You know what I mean? Like this is my routine. Sunday going into Monday, you know, and I just had Mossy of all people just coming in, hey, sees live, want to go support him. And then I just fucking off the fucking hinge, man. You know what I mean? And then it's just like out of all nights, you know what I mean? I had to be this night where it's like I haven't even live and hung out with people and stuff. Fucking bad time. Bad. And I want everybody to know people fucking sorry. I've reached you. You guys know, my head's at and how I'm affected in different ways. They are few. I didn't even say, and I deeply want that. I appreciate every one of you guys. We're gonna take a quick trip, and we'll see you guys right after these messages.